Welcome to James Joyce Pub in Madrid. Great to have you here. Shout out to our friend Matthew, who's been taking care of us all week. Matthew, we love you. Shout out to our Commanders fans. We're getting ready for our Command Center podcast here. We're going to be here tomorrow night as well, so make sure you come on out, get yourself a drink, and enjoy all of the content. I am thrilled to announce that I am not buying, but I will find someone who will. All right? All right, I'll do that. Ryan, I'll do it. Right. How about the three men who are the stars of our podcast tonight? Let's start off with my guy. He is a 10-year NFL veteran tight end, an NFC East champion, 7 career touchdowns, suffered a broken nose, did not faze him because of his bulk and his wherewithal and his gumption. The big dog of breakdowns, Logan Paulson. All three?
Oh. You're supposed to share the mic.
Oh, sorry.
And because we're in Madrid, Spain, we're going to do this in español as well. And it sounds something like this. 10 años como ala cerrada, campeón en la División Este, Conferencia NFC, 7 anotaciones en su carrera y 7 fracturas en su nariz. Logan Paulson!
Nice. Next up, he had a 14-year career in the National Football League, totaling 69 total touchdowns, 10,283 receiving yards, a Pro Bowler, a member of the Washington Ring of Fame, the Cowboy Killer, Santana Moss.
14 años como receptor abierto en la NFL, 69 anotaciones en su carrera, 10,283 yardas en recepciones, miembro del anillo de fama para los Washington Commanders, el matador de los vaqueros, Santana Moss.
And last but certainly not least, I'm getting down for this one. A 16-year veteran in the National Football League at linebacker. He recorded 2,039 tackles. That is second all time. 23 interceptions and 3 touchdowns. 2 pick sixes, 1 fumble recovery. He is a 4-time Pro Bowler and a Super Bowl champion. They call him Big Fletch. It is London Fletcher.
16 años de carrera como apoyador, 2,039 tackles, la segunda mayor cantidad en la NFL, 23 intercepciones, 3 touchdowns, 4 partidos del Pro Bowl, campeón del Super Bowl, el señor, la leyenda, London Fletcher.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. All right. Do we need to yell like that too, or what? Okay. All right, boys. Thank you guys for that wonderful intro. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the Command Center podcast. I'm Logan Paulson here with Santana Moss. After that great introduction, needs no introduction.
It is I.
And the guy replacing Fred Smoot, London Fletcher.
Phil and Fletch.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, guys, how has your time in Madrid been?
Well, we just got in this morning.
Right.
So,
you just got in.
Yeah, so Santana and I, we're just running on fumes, man.
Yeah, man.
And you just got going this morning. Like, I saw you sleeping in the hotel lobby this morning. Like, it was...
So I'm hearing there's a picture or two out of me
I think Caroline
taking a nap on the couch. And we just sold Caroline. She's like Fred. So I think she's she done started something already. But hey, I had to get my nap in, man. I was exhausted.
Yeah, it's a tough trip, man. It's a tough time change.
But I feel energized though. Being here at the pub, being here, doing this broadcast, Command Center broadcast here. I'm energized now.
Is it because we've got a football game this week here in Madrid? I feel like that's probably one of the reasons why you're also energized.
Oh, absolutely, man. This is my first time ever experiencing an international game. I never played in one, but just to be a part of it, I was looking forward to this as soon as it came out on the schedule. So, man, I'm pumped.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it from the start as well, and I think we just need one of those weeks. One of these weeks got to give, right? I mean, we've been on teams where we had a little, streak of losing, but some got to give. So hopefully this is the week.
Yeah, absolutely. And so let's start with our Miami Dolphins preview, and we're going to start with what makes Miami's offense so dangerous.
I think the scheme. I mean, we know personally what that scheme is about. You're throwing to spots. You're basically using your speed, using the guys on the outside, using the guys in the backfield to be able to beat their man, beat zone. And then you got to have a quarterback with precision that can throw the ball to the open guy or just throw the ball knowing that the guy's going to be there without really, seeing it clearly. And I think that's what Tua brings to the table a little bit. I think he's been a little bit off this year. But I think for the most part, man, when he's on, he don't have to even look. He could throw it blind, just know that, hey, I got the coverage that I want. The guy should be here at this time, and he let it rip.
Yeah.
I would say if you look at just historically, I see elements of obviously the Mike Shanahan in the zone, the outside zone run. I see elements of the Mike Martz greatest show on turf with the shifts and the motions and the speed. And then I also see some elements of Andy Reid with the screens and the quick game and all those different things and the misdirection. So you got a combination of three of the best offenses that I've seen probably in the last 30 years. So it's just they challenge you in so many different ways. They challenge you horizontally, and they also challenge you vertically. I
mean, that's a pretty lofty comparison. I mean, you just again, you said those are some of the best offenses we've seen. I mean, do you really feel that way, like in terms of elements?
Because y'all two both played in that Mike Shanahan outside zone run game, and that puts so much pressure on you from a defensive standpoint because you're trying to get to the hole, stop the run. Then they got those bootlegs off of it.
Yeah.
Then they got the play action passes, but they also have all the misdirection stuff, the counter runs, and all the different motions and all that different things. And then from the speed element, that was what. When I was with the greatest show on turf, that's what they used to shock you with, the speed element. So you have all those three combinations of offenses, and it's a major challenge for you.
Yeah, I love that offense, man. We talk so much about it, man. I mean, I was kind of pissed that I got it so late in my career, and I remember Andre Johnson talking to me, in the off season, plenty of off season, like, man, Kyle Shanahan. Say you one of his favorite guys, man, and he would love to have you as one of his receivers with this offense. And by the time he got to me, I was loaning the two. I got 1,000 yards the first year. That was right after my last knee surgery. And then the next 2 years, the next year I broke my hand, so that season didn't go well. And then year 3 with those guys, I moved to the slot primarily, but I still was able to be productive, led the team in touchdowns. But you just know, man, like you was a guy who we used to block more. Yeah. But when we needed to use you in the passing game, Logan, like talk to Fletch about how big that was for our offense, because you was an element that we, when we leaned on you, you came up big and scored a lot of touchdowns in that offense.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because like in this offense, like you have to have a fullback, you have to have a tight end, and they have to be able to block edge players. Yeah. They have to be a blocking space, and they have to be really smart, right? Because the system's really complicated. Like Fletch, we were doing a hit earlier, and you were talking about how they have all these perimeter runs, but to me, when I watch them, all the targeting, so like the way the center's pointing them, the way the receiver's blocking it, are all a little bit different. And so all those variations require really smart people, and they do so much stuff on the move, and then you kind of get lost because you feel like they're an extension of the offensive line, and all of a sudden, like they've got a guy in Greg Dulcich who's like basically a receiver who plays tight end, who can catch a little flat route off of play action after doing the speed motion and blocking. He's in the flat. He had a 30-yard gain on a flat route last week, right? And then you got a guy you can also attack the seam. So I do think like that's a big element, is that you almost get lulled to sleep because of the complexity and all the other stuff you're thinking about, and all of a sudden the tight end's open for a big gain.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about just how you see this Miami Dolphins offense with the under Mike McDaniels, the head coach, but also a Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan protege.
So I'm going to say something crazy right now. And so obviously there are elements of Mike and Kyle and Sean that he's kind of drawn from. Even LaFleur, there's elements there. But the one that I see, to me, they have taken the single wing high school offense, right? Where you have all these kind of big bodies in tight and there's one guy off and they kind of work all these weird backfield actions. And they've applied it to the spread. You know what I'm saying? So they've taken something that's been condensed, and because they have so much speed at running back, so much speed at receiver, so much speed at tight end, so much speed at fullback, they're able to get to some of these kind of funky looks where we're handing the ball to the wing on a counter action up the middle, right? Or we're handing the ball in a jet sweep and we're leaving the end unblocked with outside zone action away, right? Or we get a crazy backfield action where the quarterback is spinning in place to throw a drift. And all of those backfield principles are part of the single wing, which is huge in Northern Virginia football. So I think it's cool because Mike always said, like, one of the things, or Kyle always said, one of the things that gave him the inspiration for his version of the offense was the triple option.
Really?
Yeah, was the wing offense, right? And so because it all looked the same, right? It all presented the same looks. You had to be disciplined in your fits. Then all of a sudden, because it looked so similar, you'd lose guys in coverage. And I feel like Mike has taken that to maybe the next level. And it's really, when it's hitting, it's beautiful. Yeah. And we'll talk about what slows it down here in a second, but it's really special when you see it.
I'm glad, since you mentioned that, what that offense does, it forces you defensively. Sometimes you just have to freeze for a second.
Yeah.
It makes you hesitant. You're a little bit confused, like you're trying to figure out who has the football.
Yeah.
Like where they got all these different, like, quick motions, full speed motions across the ball, jet sweeps. Sometimes they give it to them, sometimes they don't. Who has the football? And it's just going, that split second of hesitancy, then you're going to, next thing you know, you're giving up a big play.
Yeah, absolutely. And okay, so people hear us talk about that offense specifically and say, wow, that should be the best offense of all time. Statistically, they've been kind of middle of the pack. And I guess the question is, why? What have teams done to slow them down? I guess I'll start here. And the thing that I noticed with this group is it's such a beautifully crafted offense that sometimes if you just throw a wrench in it, all the machinery gets tangled up, right? So they have all this perimeter run. They can't, a couple things. One, they can't run right at you, or they don't run right at you, right? And so again, when you're on a perimeter and some linebacker just runs through the A-gap, makes the guard bubble a little bit, you lose the hat to the perimeter, the corner fits the run, it's a 4-yard loss. So I think there's that element to it. It's just so well designed that any kind of variation to it disrupts it. And then the other thing is they lost Tyreek Hill. They've lost some of the verticality of the offense. And so you do see teams playing them pretty flat across the back, because most of the stuff they're doing is trying to stretch you horizontally to beat you vertically. And they don't have that. They don't have that pitch. I say that, but Waddle catches that explosive play last week versus the Bills for a touchdown. But that, to me, is what I see, Fletch.
No, that's you're right about that. But I also think Tua is the key, good and bad. How Tua goes, I think a lot of that determines how good this offense is. He'll turn that football over. He'll take some chances where, I was reading where he had, and this, you'll love this, I think he had 18 turnover-worthy plays.
Love that. You always give me guff about that. You're here. Because last time on the show, we were on the broadcast, I said, we had turnover-worthy plays, and Fletch, I don't care about that. And here he is.
Well, these were legit. Sometimes
don't say legit.
I watched them, and all 18 were turnover-worthy plays, and I think he has, 14 interceptions? Yeah, so he's gonna take chances. Sometimes he'll throw it into tight windows. He'll throw it into double coverage, and the ball may sail on him. He'll take chances, and he'll throw blindly, and next thing you know, he's turning the football over. So that part also has hampered his offense.
I think that's I'm going to hit this real quick, Tana. Like, one of the things about him too, and you said this in your initial breakdown, Tana, is that Tua, in this offense, Kyle asks you throw to a spot a lot, and quarterbacks that are successful for him do that. Like Brock Purdy's been very successful at that. Sam Darnold, obviously, O'Connell is a version of this offense too. Tua will do that almost to a fault.
Yeah,
man.
he believes and he trusts it.
He has thrown that to a spot come hell or high water, and it leads to some issues, I think.
And that's what it leads to. And that's one of the reasons why I said he'll throw blindly just thinking like, okay, what I saw pre-snap read is going to be there. And that's why you have to show him different looks. Show him something early, because 9 times out of 10, if you give him enough pressure in his lap and make him move, he's going to think it's still there. And he's going to throw it, shoot it. He's going to shoot his shot saying that, make me right. You know, whether I'm wrong or not, make me right, receiver, or whoever it may be he's throwing to.
Yeah, so I think that's, again, kind of a good overview of the offense. The other thing I want to just touch on here is the two playmakers, in my opinion, are we mentioned the tight ends. They're very good.
Yeah.
They're maybe not heralded names, but they're good in this offense. Obviously, the receiving group is a little bit banged up, but you have Waddle, who is...
One tight end just got back to playing. What his name?
I got to check the roster real quick.
I'm not sure if he's down or up this year. The one who had a substance abuse.
He actually is injured. He's on IR.
Injured. Okay, yeah.
So Darren Waller came back. He looked amazing for 3 or 4 weeks. Then is out now because
he's out again. Wow, damn.
But yeah, the guys that have replaced him are Greg Dulcich and Hayden Rick, and so both those guys are solid, but not world beaters.
Right.
To me, it's Jalen Waddle is the guy that really makes the passing game go. And we got to talk about Devon Achane, man. Like he is, he has shades. I said this to you earlier, Fletch, of these top 5 backs in the NFL.
John, Jonathan Taylor,
right?
You got Henderson, like all those. It's like 5 or 6 backs that has the same makeup, and I think you got to throw A-Chain in there with those guys. Like he has the same makeup, might not have the same production when it come up to what's been going on this year, but if you allow him to be effective, he can burn you just like how we've seen some of them other guys burn teams.
So their running back coach Eric Studesville for the Dolphins, I know him very well. He was in Buffalo, great guy.
Was he coaching while you were there, or he played?
He coached there. He coached in Buffalo. Long time running
He's
back.
been around the block then a little bit.
Yeah, he's a hell of a coach. We played the Dolphins maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't know if it was in preseason or regular season.
We played them 2 years. We played them 3 years ago.
Yeah, with Ron.
With Ron when
in DC.
Yeah, they ran up about 300 points in the first half.
So
300 yards in the first half.
I remember I was talking to Eric before the game, and I was just asking about his running backs, and he said, Fletch, I want you to watch A-Chain.
Yeah.
He's like, man, watch this kid.
Nice.
And he told me, he's like, watch all the different ways we utilize him.
Yeah.
And he was talking about just in the passing game, as a runner, and all those different types of things. And now you fast forward to today, in this current situation, and he's doing all of these different dynamic things.
Yeah.
He's their lead running back now. I think back then I don't think he was the lead guy.
No, he wasn't the lead guy.
Raheem Mostert was the lead guy.
Mostert. So now he's their lead guy. Explosive as a runner, but they also get him the ball in the passing game. 4.3 speed.
Yeah.
Feels like he's faster than that.
Yeah, I'm finna
Only
say a lot faster
5'8",
than
but
that.
he plays a lot bigger
Strong.
than what he is. Yeah, he breaks a lot of tackles. So he's a guy that you have to deal with. I think really when you look at this offense, he's the one you have to take away first.
Yeah. And to that point, Fletch, like he has 780 yards rushing. He's averaging 5.5 yards a carry. He's got 5 touchdowns. He's got 325 yards passing, averaging 6.6 yards of reception. Like that's nothing to blink an eye. He's over 1,000. What is that? Net yards, scrimmage yards, all-purpose yards, and it's midway through the season.
Yeah, I mean he's one of those guys that I also could say that. It was last week was really got him going. You know what I mean? Like
came to life a little bit.
He did some things throughout this year leading up to last week, but last week was the game that was like, You know what I mean? If he's hitting on that cylinder, then that offense can be a little, be some trouble. So we have to find a way to slow him down. I think. Don't get me wrong. Tua is the head. He's the head. But you also have a guy like him that if you get him going, and if you see some of the things that we allowed to be effective. With some of our other opponents, like I'm sure people watch film. They saw Bijan. They saw Bijan get out there in the slot and do some things.
Yeah.
He has the same makeup. Like I said before, he can do the similar.
Things,
he can play. He can play just like Bijan and those guys. So I know Mike McDaniels, being that he was my receiver coach one day. I mean, once upon a time before, and just knowing that offense. And what they can do with different bodies. You know how they used to move guys around and show you a look that they saw. You saw it. They'll show you a look that they showed you before, but with a whole different guy being the guy that they're going to throw the ball to. So it's just one of them things, man. They got a lot of playmakers out there. I think 2 of them that's the most important is Waddle and my man A-Chain. And then, like I said, you cut the head of the snake, and everybody should fall.
Let me ask you this, Tanner. I know you probably, I don't know how much you've studied Waddle, but it seems like he's developed more as a receiver. I don't know if it's because Tyreek Hill is not there and they're utilizing him more, but I feel like he's gotten a lot better as a wide receiver.
You know, I think to me, I haven't watched him a lot. I watch him at times.
Yeah.
And this year, you're seeing a little more from him because who else they have? You know, they need him. He has to show his worth really now because he can't hide behind Tyreek. Mm-hmm. And I think when Tyreek got there, he kind of overshadowed him a little bit because I feel like he was capable of doing what he's doing now before. He had some great years where I think second to Tyreek, he put up 1,000 or two, 2 years since Tyreek been there. But he's a guy like he can burn you. He can burn you. He can take a top off. He can burn you between the hashes. Like he's one of those guys that he can catch any and every pass that they throw to him. I've seen him run a lot of those drift routes. He's their drift guy. Yeah. You know how when we had Caldum here, me, Pierre, I mean, basically all of us ran drifts. Yeah. But for the most part, I see him and Tyreek sharing them. But right now, Tyreek is down. So Waddle is their drift guy, man. You can't let him get going. You gotta be real tight and sticky on him and affect him at the line of scrimmage. Because you let him get going, man, it could be a long night for us.
I'm just looking at it. He got 3 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah. He's been very productive.
He had 1356 in what's that, 2022.
So how many years he played with Tyreek? Because I said since Tyreek been there, he had 1 or 2. So I'm not sure if he had the first one before Tyreek.
Yeah, that might be the case.
Yeah, he's been very productive though. He reminds me a little bit of Smith from Philadelphia. Yeah. That kind of slender body type, but pretty sharp. A little bit more vertically fast than Smith, but
he's a little compact too. Like he's not a tall guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he's like a bottle rocket a little bit. I mean, he's one of those guys. Like I said before, you could give him anything: hitch, slip screens. You know what I mean? You name it, and the guy can take it the distance. He can run.
So Fletch, given that we've just talked about all their weapons and kind of what this offense is, what's the expectation for Dan Quinn in his first time calling a defense, versus this offense?
Here's the thing that I feel like as DQ, he's not going to be the defensive coordinator, and this is not just about calling the plays. I'm assuming that he's also in the meeting rooms presenting the defensive game plan to the defense and saying, hey, especially like first, second down, you'll have different guys that'll present third downs and red zone, all the coaches. That's kind of how it goes. But it may even be a guy who presents first and second down, but as far as the total game plan, that's DQ. Hey, guys, this is what we're going to do. This is who they are. This is what we're going to do. But I'll say a lot of it may be him focusing on us and the things we need to do better. Yeah. We have to be disciplined. That's the one thing that I think if you look at the 10 games we played all year long, we haven't been disciplined in, whether it's disciplined in coverage with our eyes, our responsibilities, or in the run, discipline in your gap and where you're supposed to be, your run fits, and also attention to details. Whatever those small details are, and they're small details, but they're big. And if I'm supposed to have outside leverage on a certain call, having outside leverage on a certain call. And if I'm supposed to be the boot and the contain guy, being that boot and contain guy, not chasing things down the line of scrimmage. So just really probably maybe a greater emphasis on the details and the discipline. That's what I think DQ would probably be emphasizing the most, and they're tackling better.
Yeah, and like I iterated, earlier today was, it's a little different. It's a big difference when, as a player, you have that head coach now coaching that team or that room. You know what I mean? Like I remember at times, I'm not sure. Yeah, we was all here together. I'm not sure if you was here, but at one point when we knew our coaches was going to be fired, and then they showed Bruce Allen and said, okay, everybody playing for their job. It almost seemed like that right now. And we had a point of no return where the head coach is taking over. We ain't doing our job. And guess what? Now he got something to say to it. So if we don't show up or do what he's implementing, then we definitely ain't going to be here next year. So to me, I think that's what I'm more so, thinking about when I'm hearing that Dan Quinn is going to be taking over. But I'm also intrigued to seeing that can we patch up some of them holes that we've seen in our defense. I think we've seen some holes, and it's kind of odd to me that it may be, miscommunication, or it may be just guys trying to play hero at times, trying to do too much, do more than what they see, or do more than what they kind of already, went over with the with the teammates. Because we talked about plenty of times of these guys talking to each other and letting each other know that, hey, I got you, you got me, and then you see something else done once they hike the ball. So I'm just very intrigued to see what's going to happen, man, just knowing that now Q is there and he's at the helm, he's going to take over this thing, how these guys show up and show out for him.
Yeah, and I really think for me it comes back to basically what both of you guys have said, that it's going to happen, whatever correction is going to happen is going to happen in the week of practice. It's not going to happen in how he calls. I mean, there might be some more consistency or more experience in the way he calls the game because he's done it for a really long time. But to me, it's the stuff that we've seen on film, Fletch. It's, can we fit this run with the correct leverage? Can we communicate this bunch in coverage? If we're in cover 2, can we relate to the correct people in our coverages, right? And so that to me is walk through film room, getting that stuff done in practice at a high level. And again, so like, I think getting out here maybe for this week will allow the guys to focus a little bit on on the football stuff. And I think that's really what's going to take to beat this offense.
And being out here this week, it also, you're going to spend more time with each other off the field. And like, we got great chemistry because we're able to hang out with each other off the field. And, we bust balls with each other and all that type of stuff. But I know, so if we're on the field together, I mean, you two guys played together on offense, and I bust Fred's balls all the time. But because we have that type of relationship, I also knew what Fred was going to do on that football field because we had chemistry. I'll say this: one of
it's not untrue.
So I'll say this: the thing that you want to see is you want to see the dudes be consistent, like play in and play out.
Yeah.
We haven't been like we'll get a team to we'll stop their first down run or stop their first down pass. We'll get them to second and long, and then we'll give up 8 yards on a run play or pass play because it wasn't something they necessarily did.
Yeah,
it's because maybe we didn't fit the run correctly, or maybe we dropped too deep in a zone. Just a miscommunication. So hopefully, just fine tuning that is where. That's how you win. Just win that particular down. Be more consistent. And do that day in and play out.
And I don't feel like they need to be perfect. I'm not saying that. But we just need to be in a place where we can play complementary football.
Yeah.
And we can support the defense, or the defense can support the offense can support the defense, and the special teams can elevate the way, honestly, they've been doing the past couple of weeks.
Last thing on that, and here's the big key, because I've been on a defense where I've shared this on Players Club. I haven't shared this on Command Center. 99 defense, when I went to Rams, we were top 5 defense, top 10 in a lot of categories. The next year, we're pretty much the same guys. We were like ranked 30th and bottom of the league in a lot of categories. And what was happening, guys were trying to do too much. And then also, we would give up a big play in a game the next week where we're like, okay, we're going to play better defensively. And then it felt like everything was on top of the pressure.
Yeah.
And so we couldn't get past that play we just gave up. Let's just move forward. So Miami's going to make some plays. Yeah. They got offensive, they got explosive players. They're going to make plays. Hopefully they don't, but that's the reality of the NFL. You can't let that one explosive play kind of snowball, and then you get into the mindset of, oh, here we go again. Yeah. You got to be able to, okay, let's play the next play.
I think our problem, too, has been once the play occurs, now everybody's trying to make a play and strip the ball. No, make the tackle.
Make the tackle.
That play's already been made. You can't save it. You can't make up for what you've already,
mistake you've already made,
allowed to happen. You know what I mean? So now just make the tackle, and that's what I'm hoping too with Q. Like, look, if they make a play, fine. Let's live to see the next day. That's not sit here trying to, punch at the ball and then get a guy 10, 15 more yards and maybe a score win.
Let's hold it to a field goal.
You could have tackled him and save yourself now to see another down.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. So we're going to take our first break right here. We got our ad. We got to pay the bills, as Fred likes to say. So I'm going to ask you because you're the guest, right?
Guest got to go first. You got Fred read.
I got to read one here, but you got to read one too. Do you want AAA or do you want West Virginia?
Which one's shorter?
They're both pretty short, actually. Let me see. We actually have more reads now.
We got more reads. Yeah, so you
pick. I'm the guest. Whichever one you want me to read, I'll read.
You want AAA?
I'm going to do AAA, so you take...
All right, I'll do Event DC.
Okay.
Events DC is a proud partner of the Washington Commanders. Event DC is the premier host of meetings, entertainment, sporting, and cultural events in the nation's capital. From Walter E. Washington Convention Center to Care First Arena, we create experiences that entertain, employ, and serve as an economic engine and elevate guests from around the world. See how we make DC happen at eventsdc.com.
Let me get AAA.
You want?
That's mine. You ain't taking mine.
That's mine.
How you gonna
see, AAA sponsor me on some things.
I take my AAA.
All
right, Commanders fans. This is for you. Level up with the brand new AAA Commanders MVP membership. You will receive all benefits of AAA, such as 24/7 roadside assistance, plus chances to win game tickets. That's right, game tickets. Access to exclusive team events and experiences, along with 15% off Commanders gear at the online pro shop. You heard me. Online pro shop, baby. Already a AAA member? Add the Commanders MVP membership for free. You heard me? For free. Head to AAA.com/Commanders to upgrade or join the squad and put your fandom in drive.
That's the GOAT right there. That's the GOAT right there. That's the GOAT.
You stole my read because
you new to this. I'm true to this.
I've been doing AAA reads multiple times. Now, who do I have?
No, you got next break. You got the next break.
I'm gonna need you to bring the fun up on that though. I'm a little bit older than you guys. I don't have my readers.
I saw you read something else. Like there's no way Fletch can read this.
See which one
I'll fix it when you get there.
I need that font bigger.
All right. So now let's talk about the offense a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And let's start with our guy Marcus Mariota.
Oh yeah.
I think he's done some good things, right?
Yeah.
Looked pretty good. And against this Anthony Weaver-led defense, he's going to have to play well in order for them to win. So Fletch, what have you seen from him? And we can talk a little bit about the.
Man, I tell you what. I mean, you could argue maybe San Francisco with Brock Purdy and Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a better 1-2 punch at quarterback. But I really love our quarterback situation. Mm-hmm. You would love to have Jaden out there playing.
Yeah.
But Marcus, in my opinion, in every game that he started, he has played like a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And there are multiple teams that he can start for in the National Football League. He just happens to be playing behind the reigning Rookie of the Year. But I'll say this. Marcus, he excels in this type of offense. The spread offense, the zone read, the RPOs, and those type of things. I feel like because he's a 10-year vet, there's not a defense that he hasn't seen. Mm-hmm. So pre-snap and post-snap, changing the coverages and all that, he already knows. It's almost like he's reading the coverages as he's in his drop back. Boom, it's a quick read. Hey, I know where I'm going with the football. The shot down the field, if I'm going to play action, I see this linebacker come off on a dig. I got one-on-one with Lane on a safety. Let me give him an opportunity. So I really like the way the offense has functioned with Marcus Mariota at the quarterback position.
Yeah, he's been superb. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's not leading us into victory, but to come in and say we need an answer right now. We need an opportunity. We need a chance to be able to go out here and compete at a high level. He's giving us that chance. Yep. He's giving us the opportunity. Like I just told him today, man, look, it's something about when you become a veteran. You know, we've all had them experiences. When you get up there in them years, things slow down tremendously. I saw it in Jason Campbell when he left us and went over to Oakland. You see it in so many of these other quarterbacks. You see Flacco. He's on his, 20th run? I'm just throwing numbers out there, but I mean, like, it slows down tremendously for you. And that's what I can see with him, man. Like, the way he can really be effective for what we do offensively, man, like he just fits the mold. He fits everything that we want from our quarterback. And that's why I say when we first heard of Marcus coming in, I think all of us had like our eyes like, is this a solution to to say he's the starter before we get this guy up to speed, or like what is it? But I don't think we all knew how much this offense was going to fit him. You see what I'm saying? And I think as many stops I've seen him at, I haven't seen him play as good as he's played here. But also you got to credit Dan Quinn, Cliff, and all those guys, and then just the offense itself. What I want to see more than anything from this offense, just to allow him to be that guy for us. I think he can be that guy, but we have to take advantage of opportunities when they're given. I need to see guys blocking, making sure they know that, look, man, I got a quarterback that's more than capable out here to lead us to victory. I need to see guys on the outside hungry. Like, look, we joke around and say somebody need to step up. Nah, somebody got to step, bro. You cannot.
Opportunity.
I need to go out there and suit up. Then if you can't go out there and take advantage of this opportunity of you being the receiver and having that starting role or that starting opportunity.
Think about this, Logan. When you got your opportunity, your shot, you're an undrafted guy. I was undrafted. You and I got similar stories, but
you're way better than me, though.
Yeah, that's true. But no, similar situation in terms of you have prepared so hard to where Logan. I tell you this, Logan. This guy used to he would be the scout team tight end.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And he would go study the team's tight end that we're playing that week, giving me great looks.
Yeah.
And he's trying everything he can to beat me. Like, I mean, he's trying.
You got me way better.
I heard those stories.
I mean, like, it was every time. Like, I could feel Logan like, I'm going to beat this guy. But Logan didn't know I had some more tricks I hadn't shown him yet.
It was always funny because I'd ask him, I'd be like, hey, Fletch, like, what about this? And he'd tell me something.
I wouldn't tell him everything.
Everything.
I would tell him everything because he would even ask me about other receivers. You used to ask me about Jason Witten.
All the time.
I think Witten was the main one you asked me about.
Because we played him twice a year, right?
Right. So, but you prepared yourself. So when you got your opportunity, you ran with it. You're like, I'm not giving this back.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's to Tanner's point. Like, man, we got some guys banged up, whatever. This is my opportunity. Yeah, when Terry comes back, when Noah comes back, and I may not be a starter, but I've carved out a role to where I should be on the field playing.
Yeah, these guys have to make the coaches not give them the ball.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Force them not to give me the ball. If they not giving you the ball, then we that piss poor. Because if you out there, they should have plays that say, look, we got to throw at this guy. Mm-hmm. If they're going to give us this matchup, we have to throw and make sure we can get. And that's why I'm saying, like, I was so intrigued to see us do that last week. Like, I love the fact that we had guys go out there on the outside because
like Traylon Burks, like, that was great to see that.
I felt like that was going to help the run game, but we got so far behind when it comes to keeping up and score. We had to get to a pass-happy offense, which you don't want to see that. You want us to be as balanced as we can be, or like I said before, if we have a great rhythm going, whether it's run, whether it's pass, whether it's quick pass, whatever it may be, we just got to get in a good flow. And I don't think we was able to do that when we got so far behind. But I just need to see those guys on the outside, man, whoever it's going to be. Lane, whether it's going to be chosen.
Big play last week,
more,
both those guys.
Like all those guys, you talk about Senate. Like, we need any and everybody who could catch the ball, man, to step up this week.
Man, I hate that Burks is not going to be able to play.
I know.
Yeah.
Man, after he made a couple plays.
But it's a short, it sounds like it's not a serious thing.
Right.
Should be back maybe hopefully after the bye.
But that just shows us what we've been going through.
Snake bit.
Yeah. I mean, whoever. So let me say this: whoever we ticked off last year and they put a voodoo doll out on us.
Yeah, let's fix it up.
I'm gonna apologize for us.
It might have been New Orleans.
I don't know what it is.
New Orleans or
Right.
Chicago.
Yeah. Somebody
in Chicago.
Somebody put a hex on us, man.
So yeah, I think that's a great point about the outside guys. You really just want to see someone grab that opportunity and take it.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to say about Marcus, I think this week his experience is going to be really important because this Anthony Weaver defense is tricky. It kind of reminds me of the offense that they're, like the Miami Dolphins is all tricky and smokes and mirrors. Like this Anthony Weaver thing, it's like, here's a fire zone, here's a replacement as a fire zone, here's a simulated 4-man pressure, here's a 4-man overload, and he just kind of brings them at funny times, and he's got a good feel for it. And you could tell last week it really disrupted Josh Allen. So I do think that this week with Marcus, it's important that experience to kind of say, hey, I study film. I understand this is what he's trying to do. This is when he likes to make this call. And the other thing is it comes down to Cliff. And so I look at Cliff and what he did last week, and it really is like Cliff trying to cook Michelin star meals with, different ingredients, right? Yeah. So we're talking about that with the receivers, but it's also true for the entire offense, right? So I look at last week, Fletch and Tana, and I say to myself, they got more 13 personnel. That was the right thing to do. It helped them beat man coverage. It got the Lions more in the zone. They're able to get more play action pass. What are the ingredients this week that we're going to see from this group and Cliff specifically to get this offense cooking against Anthony Weaver and the Dolphins?
Well, to me, I think what we saw last week when we started the game off with, Rodriguez. I think we need to see.
Sorry, but is he playing like? I know he's on the injury report.
Well, I didn't look at the report today to see
because of practice.
He's here.
But
I heard he was on the report too. But I feel like I've been hearing him. He was on the report the whole year, almost. I'm so tired of seeing.
So you're just we're speaking.
I'm so tired of seeing guys on that report, man. I'm just saying, you in the game, Rodriguez. I mean, make it happen.
Man, listen. They should just talk to me. Listen. You know how many times I was on the report?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I still play.
You got to play.
You're different, man. You're different.
But I think I want to see our run game be effective. I really want to see us not go out there and get so far behind where we can't do what we want to do offensively. Yeah. People give, I guess you could say, Cliff so much flack about not seeing certain things or not seeing, the offense that they was promised to see, but they don't understand the game and the flow of the game. How when you get behind, you can't go in your bag and reach in there and try to make some of these things happen. So I just want to see us to be able to come out and go toe for toe with these guys. I want to see us to be able to say, okay, maybe we can get a score for score or score and stop them, so we can stay stern to what we want to do offensively.
Stay in our rhythm, right? And I think about, Marcus has done a great job. This offense has done a great job. And I really think the evolutions each week have been great. Fletch, I think the one thing that I would point to is, can they be more efficient on third down?
Yeah.
That's
gotta
really
move the chains.
Because one of the things you talked about is can we possess the football offensively? Mm-hmm. We talk about this every week.
Yeah.
To insulate the defense. It's one of the things that I think this offense did so well last year. Third down percentage was crazy high. Fourth down conversion percentage was crazy high. So the defense didn't have to go out and win all the time. Yeah. And now it's kind of
flip-flop.
No one's supporting the other side.
Yeah.
So
I would say this.
1 week you get one.
Part of being efficient on third downs is being efficient on first and second down to where you're not behind the sticks. You mentioned on the booth review, a 3-yard run on first down is not a bad thing because 2nd and 7, you still have a lot of different things in your play sheet. Like you can still call another run. You got the RPO game. You got the quick game. You got all those different things. But now you're 2nd and 8 plus. More than likely you're going to be throwing the football. So now there's no run element aspect of it. Because as you look at last week's numbers, we averaged 3.3 per carry, but I like the volume, 27 carries. Yeah. I'm okay. Sometimes it might have to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
And it might be 3.3, 3.5. 3.5 to first down, 3.5 to second down. You know what? Now I'm in 3rd and 3. Mm-hmm. The percentages go way up trying to convert 3rd and 3s over 3rd and 4, 3rd and 4s or 3rd and 3s as opposed to 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 7 pluses. It's just a different element. And now you're dealing also with, you mentioned the Anthony Weaver, the defensive coordinator, and all these different type of pressures.
You can't do it as much, right?
And how they're overwhelming and dealing with your protection plans. So being effective on first and second down, that's going to be the key for them to operate and being able to pick up those third down situations.
That is a fantastic point. And now we're going to bring on, we got a segment for you guys. A new segment.
Let's ride.
No habla Espanol. And we got Juan and Moises. They're our Spanish broadcast team. What's up, guys? You want to sit down? Come on.
No hablo Espanol.
Do we have to answer these questions in Spanish?
No, we're going to give you...
I got a B+ in Spanish in high school.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
We're going to give you a phrase in Spanish.
Okay.
And it's going to be a verb.
All right.
And you're going to have to first guess what it is, what it means in English, and then you're gonna have to attach that verb to a player in this game. That needs to happen for that player.
I like that you did your.
I feel like Tyler's gonna have
Well, my name just is Spanish. I don't know Spanish.
But you in Miami, you grew up in Miami. You grew up in California.
I should be good at this.
Yeah,
but
I
who
grew up in
knows?
Ohio.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I think I'm in trouble. Unless I get some help.
Santana, all he knows is Papi from Miami.
Mira.
All I know, Papi and Mommy.
Is Mira look, or what does it mean?
Look, Mira's look.
Mira.
Yeah.
Mira.
They used to say that so much. Mira, mira, mira.
Yeah.
Also, I knew all the swear words from soccer when I played because you know I grew up playing soccer, so a lot of swear words.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got all of them.
All I know is que
That's
pasa.
my boy. That's my boy right there.
Let's go.
Okay, so what we got?
So we're gonna talk about this because we've been speaking with the producers and they wanted to do this. So a couple of words that we wanted to get your input in. The first one was vamos, which would translate.
that means? Vamos.
Vamos.
I've heard it
Vamos.
before.
Oh, you don't know what vamos means?
Was that run, move?
Is that how you pronounce it though? With a B, like vamos?
Yeah, vamos.
Is it
would
like
say-
move
It's
or run,
almost
or
like
is it what's it?
camera.
Yes,
It's
that's
run.
what it would. The definition would be something along those lines. But vamos, what do you think it translates to if you had to say it in English?
Go, baby.
Go. Let's go,
Let's
baby.
go. Let's go.
Defense.
That's what we need. Let's go.
Yeah. I'll fail it. I'll
Yeah,
fail
who
this
needs to go?
class.
Who needs to go, Fletch? Who needs to really step up?
On Sunday.
The defense.
Defense.
You can't say everybody.
Choose a
you want
player.
me one? Let's go.
Individual.
player.
Individual.
Individual. Who needs to go? Man, I'm gonna say Jacob Martin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Jacob
Okay,
Martin, defensive end.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been 2 games without a sack, right, for Washington.
Yep, two consecutive games without a sack. He had 2 against Kansas City, but now we're going 2 without a sack.
I pick Frankie Louvu.
Oh, I like that.
I need Frankie Louvu to flash, man. I need to see that Tasmanian devil that we saw all last year. Don't get me wrong, he's been trying. I think it's where they have him at this year has been a lot different than what we saw last year. But and like Logan alluded to it last week, he had some leading into that game last week. He had a pretty productive game the week before. So I really want to see him flash. I think we get him flashing, get him in the backfield, tackles for a loss. Batted down balls, get an interception. Like he has a way of making plays that you don't expect him to make. I want to see him flash. See him go.
Definitely.
Yeah, so for me, I'm gonna cheat. Can I cheat? I'm gonna say Dan Quinn. We gotta go,
Okay,
man. We gotta go, baby. We gotta call this offense.
I like
we gotta
that.
make sure the offense is motivated.
I like
Tana
that.
said now that the principal's teaching the classroom, we gotta be disciplined, locked in. Hopefully this defense gets going because Dan Quinn is locked in and calling this thing the way he needs to.
All right. I think that's definitely what we're thinking, right?
Can I add a name?
Yeah, you guys got a name too, right?
Jeremy Reeves.
Okay. Why is
Because
that?
when he goes,
Yeah.
everyone goes.
Okay, all right.
I need a big hit.
I like that. I like
I love
that.
it.
For me, I gotta say, Chris Rodriguez needs to play, and he needs to get
Rodriguez.
this
I like
going.
that. I like
think
that.
the offense goes as far as he goes. Him and the rotation at the beginning of the season and the running back. I think it was when the offense was clicking more. I think
Yeah.
when the
I love
rotation.
That's nice. I like that.
Chris Rodriguez is like third generation Puerto Rican.
Really?
I read that. I read
I did
about
not know
that.
that.
Yep.
Well, I don't read, so there's no way I would know that.
Rodriguez ain't his
smartest
name
one.
if he ain't got no Spanish in him.
I read it. I read about that.
All right, I got another word for you guys. Another verb. It's actually a phrase. It's 2 words. Memoria corta.
Oh.
I don't know about that
I'm
one.
gonna say memoria's got to be like memory or something, right?
Okay.
What do you need to play in the game?
You'd be
So
smart.
4 quarters? I don't know.
What do you say?
Memoria.
So
Smart mind. Smart mind.
no, close.
Smart football? Well, no, but that would be football.
Yeah.
So memoria corta is short memory. Who needs to have a short memory about what's been going on lately?
See, if we was in Spanish class, I'd be
would
telling
say-
y'all to
Look, you look at
give me the answers behind these guys' back. Like, I don't know what's going on. Short memory, you saying?
Short memory, yeah. Who needs to have short memory this Sunday?
I think, to me, man, personally, I think what we've been seeing going on this whole season long, I think our defense, you're gonna give up some plays here and there. That's what defenses do. But you got to go out there and fight the next down. You got to forget about what happened the previous down and go out there and show up the next down. So
Why you smiling?
we've seen this defense bend but not
you
break
cheated.
plenty of times.
You cheated.
You know what I mean? Like, we got to get back to that kind of form of defense. I think the opposition gonna make plays. That's what they're here for. They're gonna make plays. But you can't let that turn into something much bigger or worse than what it was, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would think that, I didn't hear what you said because Jason was talking to me, but I think defense have a short memory, right?
Yeah.
Like, make sure that we're locked in, one thing at a time. Don't let it get too big, right? And then if we do make a mistake, keep it moving forward to the next thing. So,
I hate to be, the third person to say the same thing.
But it's gotta be. That's the thing. That's the one.
It absolutely has to be. And in particular, I'm going to say the defensive backs. They have to have a short memory, especially at the cornerback position. You're going to give up plays. I mean, Miami, they got playmakers, so you're not going to totally shut them guys out. You're going to give up a play, but can you have a short memory, and let's play the next snap?
For me, I got to say, at least about what's been going on, at least from the last game, who needs to have a short memory is Javon Kinlaw. I think he was rattled. He was rattled on Sunday.
Personal foul, right?
He was definitely, out of focus after the personal foul.
I like that one.
And his teammate got kicked out of the game.
You've been thinking. You've been on this. You've been on this.
It's all right now. He's a real one, right, who came up with that one. He got somebody.
You stole it.
Yeah.
Did you steal it?
No.
Are you
He borrowed it. He borrowed it.
No, that was his pick.
He borrowed it. He heard it. He heard it from him.
I would say,
borrowed
how about Jalen Lane?
Jalen Lane?
Yeah.
Why? I want him to have a long memory because he had a good game last week. Let's
He
keep
had a
that
good
going.
game, but there's been some drop
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I need consistency at this point, right? Because we need weapons on offense. You can't afford to be dropping balls, and stuff happens. But if you're going to be an NFL player on a consistent basis, you got to make the catches, and you more than anybody can allude to that.
No, I mean you hit it dead on. I think I found myself in the suite a couple of times, like you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because I understand being a young guy in this league and having a tremendous talent that he has, that it could be vital for us. You know what I mean? Offensively, special team wise. But when you on the field on the offensive side of the ball, you can't make up for those reps. Once it's lost, it's lost. That you ain't gonna never get that down back. You're not gonna get that drive back. So it's a couple of times that I know what you're alluding to. You're talking about a couple of drops that he had. Trust me, we don't want to be in that situation, but sometimes it happens. And sometimes it's youth. You know what I mean? Like, he's a young buck. He's a young guy still learning. You don't know how fast that thing is turning up there for him, but sooner or later, it has to slow down. It has to slow down and let him know that, hey, when we count on you on these plays, you have to either make the play. If you don't, put it behind you and make the next play. And I think he did it a couple of times. So I'm going to give him a little credit because I have seen him come up big after a couple of miscues here and there.
Agreed. I just think that he has so much talent. We want to see him shine and just get polished as a receiver and be the guy we think he could be.
No doubt.
Now the third word might be the most difficult. I don't think you guys are gonna.
I think Fletch knows it.
this,
I think Fletch knows it.
But we'll give it a shot. Implacable.
I need my Spanish teacher.
Implacable.
She would have gave me the answer because she liked me in class.
What do you think, Fletch?
It sounds like maybe it wouldn't be impossible. Oh, I remember this one. I told y'all I got a B+ in Spanish.
Let's see. If he gets this,
Don't tell me you got a little Fred in you.
Hey,
Don't tell me you got a little Fred in you.
relentless.
what? I'm out, guys.
Oh, you know what? That boy know what relentless means. That's him every day, all day. That's what it is.
You got to be relentless. And
Oh my God. How you
who
knew
needs
that?
to be relentless? Boy, you can go a lot of different places, but the pass rush. The pass rush has to be relentless. And I'm not going to say just one guy. I need anybody in that game on the passing situation to be relentless. We need relentless pressure on Tua.
Yeah. I'll say offensive line.
Oh, dude, you stole mine.
They gotta be relentless. We connected here, man. We just join our heads. Come on. Hey, the offensive line, run game, pass game, it had to be relentless. I was asking Logan earlier about just some of the things he saw from his, film studying and how he feel about the line, and they haven't been bad, man, but they can be better, and I just want to see these guys get to a point where they can trust each other and be in sync and go out there and dominate. If we're dominating up front, and that's in both sides of the trenches, but offensive line right now I'm talking about, if we're dominating offensively up front, then you can see our offense where I wanted to see, like having that flow, having that rhythm.
Yeah, I'm going to say Bobby Wagner because I want him to communicate with a relentlessness. I want to be a leader. In this time, in this storm, we need him to bring all of those intangible qualities to the field. Like he knows Dan. He knows what Dan wants. He can be a voice for that. Let's get that communicated. Let's get that executed because if he can do that with relentless leadership, we got a shot. How about you guys? What we got?
For me, I got Jordan McGee because he's going to have a hard assignment. He needs to be relentless. He needs to use his speed. You're playing a very fast-paced offense. I think it's definitely up to him to try to contain, Achane and stuff on the outside. So,
love it.
I'm going to go on the other side of the ball. I'm going to pick Bill Krosky-Merritt.
Okay.
I want to see that dog we saw at the beginning of the season. The guy averaging over 6 yards per carry.
Yeah.
We haven't seen those numbers in a couple of weeks, but we know he has it.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing, right? I want the rookie of the week to come back, right, and show us the fact that he belongs. A lot of people wrote him off. I love his story. I love the underdog story. So I think for him,
you spoke it. You put it in the air.
Show relentlessness, and it'll change a lot for the Washington Commanders.
When I think about relentless, I like the offensive line, man.
Dude,
I just want some fat boys just to be out there posing their wheels on people, man. Hey, listen, you ever watch a game?
Oh, he's getting juiced up. He's moving around.
I know this drink I had.
He need another one. He need another one.
That's the best iced tea I've ever seen in my life. That's some good iced tea.
But think about this, especially Logan. You can really appreciate
Let's
this.
get after it. Let's talk about it.
You got just 5 offensive linemen, tight end, whatever, 2, 3 tight ends in the game, and you are just dominating relentlessly in the run game. And they come into the line of scrimmage. We know they're about to run the football. You know we're about to run the football, and there's nothing you can do.
Impose your will.
And they come out there, their bellies are big. They come out there.
Put that belly down, bro. What are you doing?
They come out to the line of scrimmage. They leaning on all kind of
boy
pressure.
having flashbacks. Hey,
pressure on their fingers.
Hey, get them a jersey and some shoulder pads, man.
No question.
Dude ready to play
we are about to run this ball relentless in the run game.
You about to be a swing tackle on Sunday?
I want to see Fletch relentless in his second read. Fletch read coming up soon. I want to see him relentless
we got
in the
you ready
read.
to go. You ready to go for your read?
You ready for your read?
Oh, yeah.
It's coming up next. So this segment, No Habla Español was...
bring the font up?
I did, yeah. Don't worry about it. This segment was brought to you by Sports Illustrated Tickets, an official fan experience partner of the Commanders. Upgrade your game day at Northwest Stadium with SI, Sports Illustrated, fan experience package. Event access, authentic Sports Illustrated perks, and unforgettable moments. Get yours today at sitickets.com/commanders. All right, so you guys want to hang out for a second? We got to do reads, and we got to do our last segment, and you're going to stick around. So, Fletch, right now, Tanda's winning the reads.
Okay.
I put the font up for you. Let's scroll down so you get yours.
Which one he's at?
Let's see. You want to do West Virginia? That's a tough one.
West Virginia is mine, too. You can't take
How about you do Geico? You do Geico.
Geico.
Okay.
Now, this is my first time reading this live. Live.
Here we go.
You want to stand up for it, or you want
Geico.
You want it bigger? I can want it bigger. I can make it bigger.
No.
Make it bigger.
You might want it a little bigger for Fletch.
Yeah, here we go. All right. Geico. How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance?
That's pretty good.
It's like finding a parking spot in front of a busy outdoor cafe in Madrid where you're meeting some old friends from college and you're about to parallel park into that so tight spot.
Whoa, he's bringing it.
Everyone in the cafe stops to watch. And you nail it in one try. Like the parallel parking baller you are. Nobody clapped, but you know they really wanted to. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Hey, boy, I thought I was on...
Voiceover actor right here.
I thought I was on Love Jones for a minute.
We got one more from Tana. That was pretty good. Fletch.
I thought I was on Love Jones, boy. That boy got quiet.
You ain't lying.
Let's get him another one.
Another apple juice for London.
Y'all getting Big Fletch unfiltered.
All right, team, listen up. The countdown is on for the ultimate fall showdown in West Virginia. These are switcher jerseys from green to gold. Ready to light up the hillside? If you want the best seat in the house for the end of season spectacular, it's time to hit the country roads and make your move to West Virginia for some serious leaf peeping. Don't drop the ball on this one. West Virginia.
I mean, Tana's the undisputed champion, just so you know. So you're giving a run for his money.
Okay.
Remember, leave a comment who did the best read. I'm thinking Fletch might win this one.
Fletch, I ain't gonna lie, Fletch might have me on that one, boy. Fletch came out the backfield like he said. He was ready.
Yeah, he was ready. White knuckles and everything.
I just came. I'm about to run. We running that ball.
All right, so now we got the fan favorite segment. Hell yeah.
Oh, hell no.
All right, it's brought to you by the U.S. Army. Be tested, but not just on paper. Be strong and more than just muscle. Be courageous and supported by a mighty team. Be all you can be. Visit goarmy.com to learn more. All right, so now we got our hell yeah, hell nah. Will Washington run all over the pitch with 150 plus yards rushing? Tana, why don't you start us off?
Oh man!
Oh, is that spray?
So I say this. Last week it was a tough outing for Josh Allen boys, and Josh
it was.
Josh normally is the catalyst for, well, don't get me wrong, he got cooked back there with him, but he normally gets the ball rolling when it comes to that run game and get the party started. They was under 100 yards rushing.
But it's a spread run.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So in order for us to be effective this week, I have to say hell yeah, because we have to run the ball efficiently, and I'm gonna say hell yeah, 150 plus, baby.
All right, there we go. Hell yeah. So what do you, Moises? What do you think? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
guys are
Hell
on that.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say hell yeah because I don't know if you saw Cosme's presser today.
Oh, what'd he say?
Moises asked him if he's checked out the food. He's on TikTok checking out all the food spots, so they're gonna be eating good during the week. I think they're gonna run all over.
A little heavy this week.
Hell yeah! Did you not just see what I said?
I know.
You know. Remember? Yeah,
I know.
And not only, they have to. They got to. They got to run it for over more.
They got to
more
run
than
the football?
150. Yes.
All right, so again, like if the quarterback's involved, Chris Rodriguez is involved, Bill Krosky-Merritt, it's kind of distributed across all the things. I think that'll be great. So I'm going to say, just because I want to be a Debbie Downer, I'm going to say hell yeah, because they need to do that to win this football game. All right, will Marcus Mariota account for 3+ touchdowns? Hell yeah, hell no. We'll start down here at this end. What do we got? The pressure's on, man. Tana didn't lay it up for you. What do you think?
Hell no.
Hell no? What a hater.
We get two.
Two?
Two's enough for the
I like two.
Two.
I like two. We all can't agree.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
good. Two? Okay.
I'm gonna say hell no too because it's gonna be a running game. It's gonna be the running backs getting in the end zone.
Yeah. So
Let me skip London and say hell yeah. 2 in the air and 1 on the ground.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say.
Hell yeah! I
agree with that.
You
Two last week, right?
you didn't see Players Club today. I just talked to Mariota and told him how good he is, man. Hey, when somebody tell you how much they appreciate you,
Mariota, though.
that gives you a look. No, I know you ain't hating. I know you ain't hating. You said 2. That's good enough.
2.
But I just say 2 in the air and 1 on the ground. I told him what I like about him, man, and we all been talking about. We've been gloating about his RPO skills, and I think this Dolphins defense now. They've shown themselves previously before last week that anybody can have them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say 2 in the air, 1 on the ground.
All right. 2 in the air, 1 on the ground. Love that. Jason, you might need to bleep that out. Just heads up.
I ain't saying nothing, but
I'm gonna say hell yeah. I'm gonna say hell yeah. I think
hell yeah.
he accounts for 3 TDs.
All right. I actually, because he had 2 last week in the air, I think he gets 1 in the ground in the red zone. I think Cliff likes to run him. If we can convert on 3rd down, possess the football, get down the low red, he's going to get carries down there. He's going to score a touchdown. All right. Remember, this is brought to you by the U.S. Army. They say They say your work defines who you are. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, you're clocking in. But what happens on the weekends? What happens to your time? You could take it easy, or you could use that time to get better. In the U.S. Army, we think differently. Your time should be used to improve the skills you have. I messed that up. To improve the skills you don't have.
You ain't even drinking.
I know. What's wrong with me? To learn some you don't. To push yourself in new ways, because it's those days that truly define who you are. That's how you make progress. That's how you impact the world around you. It's your time. How you spend it is up to you. It's your time. The U.S. Army Reserve. Hoorah! Hoorah! All right, now, I think that's the Marines, by the way. So we'll get that clarified. We'll edit that out. All right. So now our last hell yeah or hell nah.
He hating on me.
Washington wins in Spain. Can we say that in Spanish real quick? Uh-oh.
Wait, hell yeah in Spanish?
No. Washington wins.
Hell yeah.
No. Say Washington wins in Spain.
Victoria de Washington.
in España, right?
En España,
Yeah.
Madrid. Sí,
How you
vamos.
know? Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here, man.
Been here for 2 days,
Look at
baby.
this guy,
We're figuring
man.
it out. All right,
What,
so we
hey,
got hell
what
yeah,
he
hell no.
said. What he said.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell no. I'm just kidding. Hell yeah. All right. That is Kayla, chill out over there, okay? Jeez, all that angry face. Hell yeah, it was a joke, all right? So yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining. Really
Thank you,
appreciate it.
thank you.
Made the
Appreciate
show
you
better.
guys, man.
Fletch, thanks
We gotta
for
have
stepping
you.
in
We
for
gotta have
Stu.
y'all guys back,
It was
man.
awesome, man. This was
Yeah,
a
I
great
love y'all
time.
on the show.
That's gonna do it for today's show. See you after this game.
I'm
All
about to go.
later.
I'm about to go get some sleep, man. I'm tired.
Later. Command Center from Madrid is presented by Sports Illustrated Tickets, an official fan experience partner of the Commanders. Upgrade your game day at Northwest Stadium with SI Fan Experience Package, event access, authentic SI perks, and unforgettable moments. Get yours today at sitickets.com/commanders.